Okay, so now, what I'm doing here is I'm telling myself that I just made a visual measurement of my choice. You could use this and reference it as a, like if you're on a map, and you gotta see 1 mile equal, 1 inch equals a mile, that's a scale. This is a visual scale of your choice. So whenever you make your visual scale and you put it to the paper, it's not the same. Okay? One length doesn't have to equal exactly what you have for the paper. So if you want to make it 3 times bigger on the paper, can you? Yes. If you want to make it 4 times bigger on the paper, you can. You're okay with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on measuring. I'm going to run through this pretty quick. You'll ask a couple of questions, and then I'll say go. Now, if I say go and you have no clue what to do, your hand goes up. I stop, I answer everybody, and then I say go. If you still don't know what's going on, your hand goes up. We stop. We make sure everybody's going on here. Okay, before I leave, everybody has to know how to start. Now, as you start, you're going to struggle. You may fail, make mistakes. But I can come by and go, hey, this is how you're going to fix it. If you have nothing down and you don't work, can I help you? No. So what we're looking for today is not a big deal. All right? And I'll make sure we get it by the end. So I got my little spot. I'm not moving. That's my perspective. Right over here, I can see my blocks. I put up 2 blocks for me. So I only wanted 2 there. I'm going to reference them. If I look at them and I measure, that's my perspective. Right? If I wanted to get rid of people, I could get rid of you. Like right over there. I don't have to see it. Nope, don't see it. Not here. Gone. Woo! Michael! Which Michael are we going for? Michael B. That's Dan. So it's Michael. Nope.
I don't see him.
Nope. Not here.
I'm not seeing him.
I don't either.
Not here.
Okay. There he's doing it right now. Squishing your head. Squishing your head, right? Like right now, you want to block me out? You put your thumb up. Can you block me out?
No.
No, you can't. You're too close. Can you block me out? Yeah, your perspective changes. Right? All right, we're going to work on that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making that first front block. I always suggest to make the first block, the one right in front of you, the closest one to you, the best angle. You know why? There's nothing blocking it. You don't have to make anything up. Yet, what I did first hour, and this is what's nice about having a drawing class before you, I went around, I go, which block do you reference? Oh, I did the one in the back. Can you see it? No. Bet you had a lot of struggles drawing it then. Because we're going to draw what we see and we're measuring it. And when I'm doing that, I like to take the front line that's at me. Because in the past, you just kind of drew lines and made it work. Now we're going to measure. So what I'm doing is I'm going to look at that block, and on my paper, close by or toward the middle, I'm going to make a line that goes up and down. It's close to parallel. It's not perfect. I'll be okay. You know, you can follow right along. You don't have to. You can do this on your own. Now, I'm going to go over and I'm going to pick out where the bottom starts. Right here. Boom. And I'm going to say it goes up to here. Boom. I'm going to make that the height in the bottom. Who picked the height in the bottom? You did. I did. Now I'm going to reference that scale right here to this height. Reference to here together. I'm looking at my block and I'm measuring over, and the top of my block and that is this height. So here we go. See this? This is what I see it in my perspective. This is all it is in real life. Perspective, real life. Now, I have to use that one measurement the entire time through. Now, I'm going to go see how wide is it? How wide is it? How far to my next line of my block? How far over my next one? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure my top to my bottom, and I'm going to turn it to the side and go, oh my gosh, it's the same. How come it's the same? It's a square, and I have a normal view, and I'm looking right close at it. If I had a really weird view, and it was going long away, it wouldn't be the same. So I can say it's almost the same. So what I'll do is I'll come over here and use that going this way. So if this was my height, right, I got to go 1, 2, 3. I'll go 1, 2, 3. Boom. That's how far and over it is. Now, I like making lines all the way through and showing my work so I can have a good understanding that I didn't make that line and connect to it. Well, a lot of people came in, they made lines, they just connected their lines because, oh, I stopped my pencil there. You didn't measure, you didn't mark, you just thought it was good. Now I'm teaching you how to measure. How many people have actually measured before doing this? Maybe a couple, or maybe you've seen it, right? Now, I got to figure out my angle. By looking at this first block, I can see that this corner and first line I picked is lower. It's closer to me. I can see the other one is higher. But how high up is it? What could I do? Measure. So I'm going to go over, and I'm going to measure my top, and I'm going to look at, I'm going to cut my top in half. All right, I got my line, or my measuring line in half. Well, that's not it. I'm going to cut it down in half again. Oh, there it goes, right there. Not half, not half a half, but half again. So what am I going to do over here? I said half, whoop, said half again, and I said no, it's right here. So I go like this. I found the bottom. I found my distance, I found my bottom, and I measured. I make a little mark right there, and now I can connect that right there. That's my angle. That's my angle. Instead of me making it up and just drawing it back, I found my angle for measuring. I do the same thing throughout the entire piece. I'm going to look at my measuring right here. I'm going to take, or maybe I just want to measure my top. I'm measuring the very top part. I'm measuring the very top part, and I'm looking at it. Now I'm going to represent that toward my measuring line. How many can I get in there? I can get 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. It's almost this distance right here. I reference it by measuring. I'm going to take that distance, go up and over, and that should be roughly my top line. That's what the top looks like. I don't have angles yet, but I found my distance in my two lines. I got to put angles in there now, don't I? Right? I can find that, but I found my distance. So when I find my distance, I'll change those two spots. So now, as we find this mark, oh, the back mark, if I look at it and cut it in half, and then I cut it in half, and cut it in half again, watch this. I'm just visually looking at it. I saw half, 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 which made me think, oh my gosh, that one right here is on the inside right here. So now all of a sudden I found that mark. I made that mark. I keep doing that over and over until I reference, and I can find the rest of my block so it makes sense for me in my angle.